What's up with it, family? How you guys doing? Just gonna wait a couple seconds here, kind of give people a chance to kind of jump on real quick. Experiencing a nice new, beautiful sunset out here in Cali. Hope everyone's good. Shalom. Shalom. There we go. People jumping out right now. all praises. Hope I'm not messing up your guys' All-Star weekend. You know, coming on here right before the All-Star game is about to start. You know, many people are here watching, you know, trying to take their minds out of this reality right now. You know, trying to be entertained from all these things that are happening all over the world. This is definitely priority. And as you can see now, the Most High is moving, and it's just, books remembers, definitely been reading them too. And definitely people reading, you know, the other books, getting that information, getting in those books of remembrance, getting into our other historical books, getting into all this. Yeah. So no South OC. I said, we're down here definitely in the whatchamacallit, in Southern Cali right now. Said taking in a little bit of this sunset right now. Yeah, these prophecies are coming. They're jumping off the pages right now, and we're definitely going to talk a little bit here. You know, we all come together. We're all going to talk a little bit, bring our our ideas of what's going on. Some things the Most High has been showing me. I'm sure He's showing other people as well. So other people are bringing information as well, bringing more clarity, because you know we all have different perspectives of things. Definitely, I would definitely suggest getting some food and supplies before other people realize what's going on. Because you see right now, Long Beach, San Pedro. Let me see. Oh, my bad. Yeah, definitely things are going on right now, and you know, if the Most High moves us, cool. If we're still have to be here, He's going to provide. But I think really we are a week to a couple weeks out before the other the people who are living in La La Land finally get that wake up call. You know, and then all of a sudden, when they realize that you know the shit hits the fan, they're going to start running to the stores and trying to buy up water and all the supplies and everything else. So this could be a way for us to actually go ahead and go out and get us a few supplies, get some water, you know, get some ramen, get some stuff. If we have to hunker down in our homes, you know, we know that we're going to be good. If the Most High is for us, who can be against us? So this could actually be a opportunity for us to go ahead and get what we need to get before the other nations get a chance to figure this stuff out. It's not going to matter because if you're not marked by the Most High, you're not going to be able to get away from the plagues. We already know that. Definitely a great time to be alive, to actually see, you know, the prophecies and the promises that the Most High has made to our people starting to come to pass. Definitely, Chinese restaurants are closing down. I was contacted by a blogger. I don't know if I can say his or her name, but they were giving me great information and definitely talking to me about things going on in Chinatown in New York, about people not visiting, not going there, the restaurants, you know, business dying off, trying to get people to sort of go down there and spend their money and things like that. And, you know, people are afraid. But that's right now just because they're concentrating on Chinatown or Asians or whatever else. But when it starts to hit other people, so right now they're trying to, like I said, it's only like an Asian thing. And it's the same thing, you know, I said the same thing they did to us when, you know, they tried to act like, you know, when Ebola was given into so-called Africans, that black people were apt to get these diseases and spreading these diseases and stuff like that. And I said, if we don't have anything, we all walk in the Spirit. And that's exactly it. I mean, it doesn't matter, because once the Most High starts shutting this thing down, it's all going to be about who the Most High is going to take care of. It's plain and simple. And that's exactly what happened in Egypt. And one of the subscribers put a quote up. I wish they could put it up here again if they know who they are. It was talking about the meal grinding to a halt. And that's exactly what we're going to be seeing. That's what we're already seeing. How people don't realize how we are so dependent upon China for everything. And it's just amazing how, you didn't realize that NAFTA and all that stuff was all working to biblical prophecy. Didn't realize how all that stuff was working towards biblical prophecy, because then they took a lot of the jobs, and because they can make more money by shipping the work over to China, now most people who actually, make these things or build these things or whatever else are actually in China. So who does the Most High start this all with? With China. So if you don't have the supplies that you need, you don't have the manpower that you need to build these things, all of a sudden, bam, then the mill grinds to a halt. And then the Most High, then, once he starts grinding everything to a halt, then people can't go to work. Then they can't go to work. Says then they can't make any money. And then they're definitely going to be, they can't make any money, grind to a halt, whatever else. Society will collapse really soon. I definitely told about the money. You guys also saw a story about the money now. Oh, I saw that. I saw in the news Moabites are gathering together to pray to their god, Buddha. Yeah. Like I said, this coronavirus is definitely going to be, just like on the tag right there, on the thumbnail. That's what it's going to destroy all their religions. See, when things are going well, their God's great. Their God's awesome. But then all of a sudden, when, circumstances start to go downhill, all of a sudden then we'll see how much faith they have then. And definitely all nations participated in our pain. So they're going to get it. And the ones who are going to be saved within those nations, the Most High has already decided who that is going to be. He already knew before we got here who he was going to save and who he's not going to save. Yeah, it says a lot of Chinese can't go back to work until May 1st, 2020. And that's just their projection of when they can. That's just their guess, and that's what they're hoping, that they can go back to work. Like, things are going to be better. You really think things are going to be better by May? Well, it's going to stop a lot of people from doing a lot of things with Chinese products and anyone that the Most High isn't working with. He's about to shut everything down. Hey, Lisa, let me see that. I saw that right there too, about the Chinese medical workers are getting coronavirus, and they also have a medical supply shortage. That's so true. I saw that article as well. Now, if medical people who are definitely trained to deal with this kind of virus can't keep from getting it, then how is it that regular people who don't have that expertise and don't have the supplies to be able to protect themselves, how are they not going to get it? Does food in Chinese restaurants come from China? Who knows who knows where they get their food from? I said, the thing is, you have to understand now is that this stuff isn't stuck with people, all people from China. If someone from China came over and visited their house and they had the virus for 14 and 24 days, spread that virus, and then those people actually live here, American citizens, but they got the virus, they start going to work, that's how it spreads here. You see? I said, so now, this is all the Most High right now. He's grinding their mills to a stop. He's stopping their mills from working. This is prophecy. And see, that's the thing, is that when they don't read scripture, they haven't put everything together, they have no idea. See it right there? It's live right now. Medical team arrived in big aircrafts. They arrive from where? They arrive from here? Because, yeah, so I'm not, we're getting, like I said, we're getting a lot of information. That's right, Lisa. They're wearing hazmat suits and still getting the virus. That lets you know something right there. How is that possible? What kind of a virus are we dealing with then? You know, I said you're dealing with something where you can get hazmat suits and still get sick, still get the virus. Doctors sick, nurses sick. You know, they go home and take that stuff to. Thank you for sending that link, Mr. My Salvation. Thank you. Yes, I mean it's amazing, but that shows you we're dealing with something that's not normal. This is definitely something biblical, and their actions are showing that to be a fact. I know that on the military bases, they were not even testing a lot of the people that were on the bases. They were just taking their temperature. And then after they finished the 14 days, I guess a lot of the people who were being quarantined wanted to be tested before they went home. And they were signing petitions because they wanted to, you know, make sure they were safe and they didn't have anything. And I guess the government said, no, if you're not sick, they're not going to test you. So, first of all, you're not going to test these people and you're going to send them home without testing them. That's the first thing that's kind of odd. Next, we've heard that the incubation period is not just 14 days. We've heard that it's 24 days and sometimes even more. So that's two huge things that if you were really trying to not let this spread, that you would probably keep them in that extra 10 days. Yeah, I saw that video definitely too, of them spitting on things. But that doesn't make, like I said, that doesn't make any sense. So, and even in LA, you know, with having people over 1,000 people, whatever else, self-quarantine. How many other places are they? I think they're self-quarantining in Miami too. So, yeah, it says don't trust the restaurants as angry people are spreading germs by spitting and touching things to spread. Yes, I mean, now you're gonna do that stuff there. I mean, you don't. These people do. Oh man, I said wickedness, straight wickedness. You know, I said it should be the opposite. The effect should be the opposite. If you think you have something, you should try your best not to give it to other people. That shows love. But if you pretty much think that you might have something, and then you're going to try to go out of your way to make sure you give it to everyone else, that just shows what kind of spirits we're dealing with. Okay? But back to my other point. If you're trying not to spread things, yeah, I saw that. So much. That's what Lisa definitely. They got those Americans off a cruise ship in Japan with coronavirus. Yes, and I guess the ones with coronavirus, they already have the coronavirus. They were sending them to the hospitals, I think. But then the other ones that haven't shown any signs, they're bringing here or something to that effect. But what's going on then is like you got to understand the world has been taught, like, you know, these lands here and our plight and everything else meant nothing, and that no one ever has to pay for it. The people in the real know, they know exactly what's going on. The people who've been hiding all of this information about us in the books, hiding who we are, hiding our lands, they know exactly what is going on. They know that they cannot stop what is coming. They know, I mean, their actions show that. They know that this is from the Most High. They know about the energy shifts. They know they have been here in our lands with the telescopes, looking at what's coming, right? So don't go by what they say. Go by their actions. Okay? So if you go by their actions, and they're not really going out of their way, like, hey, yeah, we went to China, and if people are sitting there saying, yeah, we went to China, yeah, okay, well, guys, we're not going to quarantine all you guys. Why don't you guys we'll just do, you know, the honor system. Just stay home for 14 days. Don't go to work. Don't go to school. Don't go out. Don't go do anything. I said, you're not going to do a little bit more than just that? Nah, they'll be fine. We trust them to do the right thing. So this deadly virus that doctors were getting by only with hazmat suits on, you're just going to let people just walk around and do the honor system and say they're not going to go anywhere, but not really check. I mean, that kind of shows me more so that you know that it's here, you know that you can't stop it, and you know that it's going to go to whoever the Most High deems is going to get it. Because in any other sane group of people would definitely be going out of their way to move people. You know, Most High. Oh, okay. Dawn Luna, I was reading that one from Luna. Did you see the video of some Gentile saying the Most High told him that this is a man-made plague and not sent by the Most High? They're like, please, like, exactly. I said, yeah, we're right. Okay. Well, we'll see. You know, we're going to see real soon. I said, because really in the next couple of weeks, when people start really manifesting this virus, getting sick and overrunning the hospitals and everything else, people start getting it in regular places and, you know, going to, Shalom, Cassandra, at schools and, you know, public places and malls, and all that will just absolutely destroy the entire economy. The mill will cease to move. And then, you know, then what's what people are going to start doing? Oh my God, I'm going to start going to church. Oh, let me get my pastor to start reading the New Testament only. All of a sudden then it's going to be, oh, I got time now for Jesus. Now I got time to go search for, you know, for good times Jesus. Because he's going to take me away from all this, you know. Like I said, just doesn't make much sense. It doesn't make much sense. You know, and you look at people, a lot of people around us right now, you know, you see people just living their life. Hey, who's going to win? You know, what about the All-Star game? I'm going to check out to see, like, you know, who's doing what, and, you know, and who's doing this. And, oh, let me talk about the, you know, my baseball team or my, you know, my NFL team's going to do. You know, I said, it's just crazy. What's up to 12? You know, I said, it's spreading. It's already spreading. And this incubation period is kind of like the calm before the storm. He said it's the calm before the storm. The world's going to realize how dependent upon they were on China, because a lot of people don't realize that. Exactly, a new breed. Even if it is a man-made plague, doesn't mean it isn't from the Most High. The Most High will use what he pleases to disperse punishment. Exactly. He used the Gentiles to disperse punishment to us. Did he not? So that's one thing that a lot of these people, you know, don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about how they were used as the Most High's whooping stick. And it's like, you know, we can talk about that. You know, we can talk about your glory days. We can talk about how, you know, you guys were given, you know, the power to kill, destroy, and everything else. You guys had your time and whatever else, but that's the thing, y'all don't want to talk about that. You know, you thought you've made it so that you've written down everything as if you were always the Most High's whooping stick. You're always blessed, and you're always going to be blessed. And that's the part that you got wrong. Okay, I said that's the thing. I said that they've gotten wrong. You know, they put us down at the bottom, and now most people don't realize the fact that, you know, when you guys are talking all your shit, acting, you know, about our people, talking about, oh, look at how you guys are, look how you don't take care of your families, look how you guys are done, how you guys don't you're not educated, this, and that. Okay, you got your time, man. You said but now the Most High is definitely bringing things, you know, to the fold. Well, he's bringing things to head now to show you who he's really down with. And now, you know, you're starting to realize that maybe a lot of stuff that you guys were told wasn't true. You know, and that's the thing. I said the Most High decides. He raises up people, raises up kingdoms, and he's the one that takes them down. Looking at talking about the chemtrails, spreading chemtrails. Oh, of course. I said, you know, they're definitely hiding stuff, putting stuff in there to get us sick. I mean, you know, keep us sick. I'm checking right here. I watched Dowager Duchess right here. It says, I watched a video of self-isolation of sick is not monitored, so way more sick than accounted for. Not enough test kits, not enough staff to check on people. They only get help to remove the dead, exactly. And I was looking at that also about how they don't have enough test kits, and like a lot of these other countries where these people are getting them, don't have the medical groundwork or whatever else to actually deal with the sick, nor test the sick. And a lot of the test kits were coming up with false positives, false negatives, and everything else. As about getting off the grid, no, I said because I said the Most High is about to clear the board he's about to clear the grid. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that we can do. I said I got some notification about someone talking about the Psalms 91. I'm like, yeah, I was like, yeah, you guys still on that, huh? You guys still thinking you guys are gonna, do all this stuff, talk all this mess, but then you're still gonna get saved, right? I kind of find that funny how a lot of these Gentiles are racist towards our people. The world is completely unprepared for a pandemic. And you're right, Lisa, exactly. How exactly are you going to be racist to the Most High's chosen people and try to dismiss us just because we're so-called black Israelites or whatever else, like they like to say, but then you expect the Most High to save you? Does that make any sense? How is it that you seem to think that you can just talk all this mess about his people, pretty much just ignore all their plight, ignore everything that's happened to them, and then right now, no notification? Yeah, I'm sure that's what's going on right now with a lot of people right now. But how is it you can be racist to his people, not really read the scriptures, not really look to see who fits these scriptures, but then at the end you seem to think that you're just going to be raptured away or you're going to be protected of Psalms 91. How exactly do you guys even come up with that stuff? I said, how do you guys even come up with that stuff? I said, it makes absolutely no sense. Definitely, I see that right now about the, if a Hebrew walks by them, they grab and hold their purses and look around. But now if we see a group of them, we grab a hold of our mouths and noses and face masks. Oh, man. I said how the Most High has just switched everything up, right? Yes, I did see that. It says predicted census report projected a major decline of the world's population around this time. Yep, I totally remember seeing that. Definitely remember seeing that about it. They were already anticipating a huge drop in the population. Now that should let you know. So they knew what was coming on, but see, the world's they can't believe that the Most High would do this. So they're like, oh no, it's the elites. It's the elites. They're doing all this. The elites are controlled too. They just do their work on the left-hand side. Yes, these people are definitely mad. They're going to be even more upset real soon. They're going to be real upset real soon. But you got to understand, like I said, just like we just learned now about, when Columbus was talking about coming over here and how, Aristotle and them were looking for a land that was much higher and much closer to the stars, that was a more holy land that actually had the, the lands here. I said the attributes of the land here. I said, now, Most High is starting their plagues down there in their lands. So he's starting the plagues over there. He's grinding their mill because that's everything that they got. Everything that has made these people think they're better than us has revolved around money. Now, what happens now that your mills are going to be stopped by the Most High? People are not going to go to work. They're not going to be able to make money. And then slowly that will trickle to over here, other lands down there, Japheth's lands, Ham's lands, all their lands down there. And some of our lands, if they're over there too. Oh, yeah, I saw that Mr. Lamb, U.S. Marines have orders 3 days ago to prepare for a pandemic. So they already know. They can't do anything about it because this is the Most High. Okay? But the Most High stopping their mills, stopping what's given them all their power, right? And then eventually that's going to hit here. It's going to hit our lands here. And then the Most High is going to protect his chosen, that he has decided he's going to protect. Hebrews and Gentiles alike, the ones that the Most High has chosen to protect. Said, yes, their whole, so all these men who've been walking around all puffed up, I said, like, they got money, they got status and everything else. I said, the only thing that they had was they got this fake money right here. And now what's crazy is sitting there looking at how they were talking about the money actually needing to be put away, and they were spraying the money. And we got to see that stuff too. And they were getting ready to hide all their money, or putting away, quarantining their money to make sure it didn't have the coronavirus. So now even their money is becoming infected, where people aren't going to want their money either, and that's going to just go worldwide. How much is it spread just by the passage of money? See, it's funny because a lot of the Gentiles, they seem to think, they act like, oh, well, now the mark of the beast is coming because they're going to get rid of money, and they're going to make it so that, you know, we all have to take the chip in order to. I was like, man, they've already done all this stuff to us. I don't understand why you guys seem to think that, oh, well, now the persecution begins. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I said monopoly money, exactly. That's all that it is, monopoly money. We're not going to need it. You know, I said all this stuff is ours anyways. Most High is working to get all this stuff back to his people. I see all these men, I said they've been getting all the perks of the society because of this mill system. Now this system's about to be destroyed. Now you're going to have to stand up on your merits. Now you have to stand up as if you did the work of the Most High. If he chose you. Yes, definitely sanitizing the money, exactly. I said, so now what are you going to do? I said, if that woman that chose to be with you was only with you for your money, and now you don't have any money, you think she's going to stay? What you think? Yeah, people leaving to go to Africa. I said, that's their choice. You know, and that's their choice. I said, many of our people are going to perish because many of our people don't listen. Many of them were not called. And you can't assume just because they have brown skin that there are people anyways. You know, I said, that's the thing, but a lot of people seem to, they're still stuck on the, oh, well, he's a Negro like me, so he's got it. No, that's not how it works, man. I said, the Most High knows who's who. He's the one that gets a chance to, he's the one that's calling who. If that person wants to run back to Africa, then go right ahead. See, there's one thing with the website I wanted to actually talk about real quick, because it goes along with this right here. I got a lot of people, you know, sitting, you know, going through there and giving me their email information and contacting me, whatever else, but then they're using it to just ask me a lot of the same questions. You know, if like, oh, you know, how are you going to prove to me that this isn't Babylon right here? This has got to be Babylon right here because it's going to be destroyed. This is okay. That's not what this website is all about. That right there shows you that you need to go and study some more. I said, do you see the times that we're in right now? If you're still stuck on America being Babylon, I said, then you need to, whatever you're doing, you need to drop whatever you're doing and go do some more studying. I said, because whatever it is that you think I said, prove these things to yourselves now. I said, this is not this kind of, that's not what the website is, and that's not what my channel is. I put up the videos, I give you guys information, the Most High, you know, blesses me with. I read stuff and I give it to you. Then it's up to you to go and search a matter out. If you think that I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through everything, I said, that's not what this is. Okay? That's not what this is. I said, I would never get anything done if I tried to answer every single person's questions, especially when there's videos that already go into that. You know, there's many videos. My videos as well as many other people's videos, okay? There's other people who go into that, you know? I said there's camps that go into that. A lot of camps are still believing that America is Babylon and it's not our land, and our land is still in the Middle East and everything else. I said, it's not my job to break everything down for you in nice little pieces for you to be able to get stuff. That's not what this is, okay? Because I would never get anything done or accomplished if that's all that I did. Okay, so that, as well as even the whole thing. Someone asked me about Jesus, and you know, is Jesus real, and we should just be praying straight to the Father. That's cool. If that's what you believe, do that. Go do that. That's cool. Okay, I have a different point of view. I read many other books that show that Yahushua has always been here. It's not like he just showed up when he was born. You understand? We have totally different understanding as far as people and times and things like that. They're operating of a realm where they've always been present. It's not like they only became, a real entity when they were born. Okay, so there's other things that are going on that people and these entities and spirits have been here forever, for a very long time. So it's not like, you just read the Bible and and Jesus just showed up pretty much, with this one time. He was never around before. It doesn't work like that. But that's why people need to go and study for themselves. It's not I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through everything. It's not like, I'm sure you guys have seen the movie, what is it, Footloose? And I was watching that the other day. I like to watch old movies sometimes and whatever else. And at the beginning of the movie, the pastor was doing his prayer, and pretty much he believed that he had to deliver his whole town to Jesus or to God. It was his job to deliver everybody, so therefore they had to do everything that he said, because it was his responsibility to deliver everyone to the Most High or to God. You know what I mean? So that's not how it works. Everyone has to do their part. Everyone needs to study. Yeah, I prove many things. All you need to do is go back and look at the older videos. But to think I'm going to sit here and go over the things over and over. See, teachers, yeah, we can teach, but it's also the responsibility of the student to learn. It's not a one-way street. See, that's what this has always been. It's been a one-way street. It's, you prove it to me. Prove everything to me. And do they ever go? Do they search? No. Will they go look at other books? No. Exactly. Fast and pray. Exactly. Study to show thyself approved. Exactly. No one. There was no one here when I had to go into these other books. So when I started getting into other books, all I got was, I had no one to say, hey, can you break this down to me? I haven't read Enoch. Can you break the whole book down for me, please? Oh yeah, I haven't read Jasher. Can you break it all down for me, please? Can you prove to me that I can read that? Oh yeah, no, I haven't read the Old Testament pseudepigrapha, all like the hundreds of books that are in there. Can you break them all down for me, please? I said, that's what people want. Can you just give it all to me, please? And that's it. I said, many people don't want to do the work. They don't want to study. And the work isn't necessarily going out on the street corners and just preaching everybody. A lot of the work is going in, getting in your room, praying to the Most High, reading and studying and letting the Spirit lead you. But see, people want everything broken down for them. And that's not how this works. Okay? People need to, spend their time. And I like that all the time. Oh, Big Judy, you're wrong about this being our land. Our land isn't here. And they'll write me like a whole dissertation and everything else. And then I'll go to their and it's pretty much all scriptures that I get that. Okay, fine. And then I'll go to their channel and there's nothing there. I said, there's absolutely nothing there. So I'm like, well, if you know so much, then go teach. I mean, that's it. I said, when I got into the Book of Mormon, trust me, I didn't see any other Hebrews teaching about the Book of Mormon. I said, because I was already getting attacked for reading Enoch and Jasher and the Old Testament Apocrypha, or pseudepigrapha, Old Testament, and a lot of other books. And the Most High gave me that. Exactly, one subscriber, exactly. Right? And then Most High gave me that and told me to bring that out. And I'm like, all right, well, I already know how this is going to go. I said, once I start bringing this stuff out. But I said, Most High, if that's what you want me to do, then that's what I'll do. And then I brought that out, and then, it was not a good thing at the beginning. 760 million quarantined in China. Yeah, that shows you right there that doctors getting hazmats, getting the virus through hazmat suits, and nurses. 760 million quarantined, way more than the whole population of the United States. And I said, we got all this stuff going on, and I said I have to be very, careful with my time. I said, because I still have other information to bring out, but the scriptures are unfolding in front of our eyes. You know what I'm saying? I said, so now we got to definitely, I said, we're juggling a lot of information right now. We're juggling a lot of stuff right now. People need to study. I said, even still, now, if I didn't know certain things at this point, and I'm still kind of wrestling with many things right now at this point, I think I would probably just drop him just about everything and chasing after the Most High right now. You got some sick days, you got some time for work, so the Most High provides you with some time, something going on, when you got some time, I would be all up in them books. You know, I said that because I only have so much time. And I've passed that time. Yes, I'll answer some questions if it's like, hey, I've been studying whatever else, and this and that. Yes. I said, but if you think I'm going to write like a whole book, because the questions that a lot of people are asking are questions that require a lot of time, and you really can't even get into the stuff without sitting down and talking to someone, because many things can be misconstrued when you're going back and forth in emails and texts and stuff like that. Okay. So I was just making sure I wanted to touch on that, just so, because I mean, I got quite a few people with a lot of these questions. I'm like, dude, you guys ask these questions in the description box. There's over 300 videos. Scroll back and go back and look. Yeah, definitely it's time for prayer. What time is it right now? 5:47. How about we do this? How about we just continue with this for however long we do it, and then as soon as we get off, we'll pray. We'll pray. We can do that. I'm going to shut this down pretty soon anyway, so we'll see right now, okay? But just trying to give everyone a chance to definitely come together and talk. And then we'll go from, I said, come together, talk, have some time with one another. I mean, he said, there's so much to study. There's so much information. I said, we're not going to get all this stuff broken down by one person. I said, it's just not going to happen. I said, I tell people all the time, I've been telling them for years, study on your own. Study this stuff for yourself. I said, because when I got into this, there was no other people that were reading, no one that I knew of. I'm not going to say no other people, because I'm sure there's other people that have read a lot of these books, but not very many that were teaching out a lot of these other books. Okay? And then there was not a lot of people, well, I didn't see any Hebrews. I said, definitely going out of the Book of Mormon. Okay? I said, so it's all pieces of the puzzle. The Most High is bringing it together. And I said, he's going to give other people more understanding of some other things, because I said, I can't read everything. The prayer time is not set up for any certain amount of time. Some of you were asking us, let me just talk about that really quick. The prayer is pretty much, we all pray around the same time. Okay? And we're definitely talking about the restoration of our people, restoration of our land, and then anything else you need to talk to the Most High about. I said, so that's the thing. It's just coming together, and we're all, combining our prayers at the same time and lifting it up to the Most High. That's what we're trying to do. And so people, it's not like a regimented kind of a thing. We're not doing it the Catholic way. We're not going to do it like that. We're not going to do it with rosary beads and counting how many times we have to, say the same thing over and over again. That's not what we're doing. Okay? But that's the thing, though. I said, just however it is in your heart. I said, just get it. Just talk to the Father. Just talk to the Father. I said, that's all that it is. That's all that we can do. I said, the Most High knows who He's chosen. Thank the Most High. I'm always, thanking the Most High, thanking Him for everything that He's done for us, everything He's doing for us, the knowledge and understanding He's given us. Definitely all the sealed books. I said, all this information. I said, it's all coming together. And because I said, what's going to happen real soon is people are about to. Like I said, once the meal stops, then all of a sudden, their soul is going to matter. All of a sudden, then they're going to be looking for answers. Are they going to be able to find the answers? We don't know. Is that when people get removed? We don't know. Is that when they shut everything down? We don't know. I said, so all we can do right now is start getting everything ready. The Most High blessed us bless the nation here with the website. So maybe it's there now. So when people start to search, it'll be there. If people get quarantined in their homes and all of a sudden then they don't have any time to, they start getting really serious and want to study, and if the internet still works, then that's when I'll be doing that. And so I said, then that's when maybe people start searching these videos, because all of a sudden all the things they were told before isn't working out that way. I said, that's when, they'll be searching. Who knows? But we do know that the Most High is moving. Time to get ready for the Exodus. You're right. You're right. Yep, it says we won't always have the internet, and many are going to wish they had the books. We've been digging into and reading. Exactly. I said a lot of people are coming to the party, very late. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's not. That's not up for me to say, and it's not up for any of us to say. I said all I can do is what the Most High calls me to do, and then work together with the people that the Most High puts in my path, and that's it. I said people can ask, and I said people you can ask questions. I said that's fine. I said but. I said there are hundreds of videos to go back to and look. But see, people don't want to look. They don't want to go back. They don't want to study. They don't want to look. And then I said that shows me about how much effort you're willing to put into this. I said people are putting up all this information, not just me. I said Elder Yule puts up a lot of information as well. So there's other people that are putting up information. I said if you're just new to this, you need to go to the camps and get the baseline information first. I mean, it's kind of hard to come over here and start listening to stuff we're listening to. I said, because you might not be ready for it. I got people talking about, oh yeah, your hat. You were always wearing that Houston hat. That's idolatry. I said, oh, okay. I said, you know what though? I said, like I told him this person. I said, okay, well, why don't you go to the camps? They actually have all the perfect attire on. They wear everything that they're supposed to wear as far as their attire is concerned. And but the Most High hasn't given them any of this knowledge. So how important is the attire? How important is the attire or what you're wearing if they're still stuck? If they look great, look great, but they're still stuck on Africa, still stuck on 66 or 80 books only, no new information, but they look good though. So how important is that? And that's the thing. Look at what the Most High is doing. Look at who He's using. I said that's all we can do right now. I said right now, listen to the information, listen to the fruits. Look at the fruits that people are producing. That's what's most important right now. Okay? But see, a lot of times that's just how the devil works. The devil will try to use anything to keep you from looking at the truth. Oh man, I said, I'm not in here getting into scriptures, getting into everything else right now. I'm just here talking to the family. So I'm not dressed. As I said, am I wearing my hats when I'm doing videos and I'm getting into scriptures? No. But I'm outside right now. I'm just talking to the family, whatever else. We're just hanging out. So that's what I'm going to wear. But see, that's people for you though. But like I said, that's people. Exactly. It says, what's in your heart, that is what the Most High is going to be looking for. Your clothes are not that important at the moment, but you do the best you can with your clothes. Exactly. I mean, that's the whole thing. When we get put back, everybody acts like, they're talking about like we're not in captivity still. Man, pretty much anything that we wear is probably not what we're supposed to be wearing. So, like I said, plenty of people, I know plenty of brothers that say they look real sharp, look real good. And those brothers are still stuck on 80 books only. Africa over there is our homeland, and we need to go back to Africa. I said, so that should be letting you know something. So if clothing and how you look is so important, I suggest you go over there with them and check them out. Real simple. And that's what I tell a lot of people. You don't have to be here. If you don't like it here, go somewhere else. That's cool. If this is not for you, then go somewhere else. Okay? Yeah, we're not supposed to mix fabrics, but ain't nothing we can do about that exactly. I said there's a whole lot of things, you know what I mean? I said if, our woman's on her cycle, she's not supposed to be in our same house with us too, right? But we have to look past a lot of things right now, right? There's a whole lot of laws that we're not able to follow until we get back into our land. So it's just funny to sit here and listen to people, be overly righteous about certain things. I said, but that's people though for you. Yeah, that's what all the time. I said, I don't force people to watch. Go nice. So go have a nice day somewhere else. And it's crazy though how close we are getting to our new year, next year, and Passover next month. and how all these things now are starting to, come together. It's seeming like there's going to be a real significant Passover right now. We've been rehearsing the righteous acts, but I think right now we're going to be getting into the point where we're going to definitely be more than just rehearsing them. We're going to be playing out these parts for reals real soon. Yeah, I said, I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. I said, so do things the best way you can at this point. I said, and the Most High definitely is going to be blessing us. He's already blessing us. He's already shown who he's working with. Okay, we got a couple more minutes, and I'll just jump off here real quick, and I'll let everybody go ahead and do the prayer. The world economy is officially dead. Get ready for the government to put martial law in effect. Exactly. I said, Most High has destroyed this whole system with one virus. I said, so, yeah, so, okay. I think, look for all the signs and wonders we have. A supermoon on March 9th. Yep. Says Africa is, is it 12? Africa is Uncle Ham's land. Us Shemites and Israelites, our homes are the entire American continent. Exactly. Facts. Exactly. We'll talk about the Passover and the dates later on. I said I follow a different calendar. I usually follow the Enoch calendar. So I have to take a look at that right now. I don't have that right on me at this point. Okay. 58. All right. Yeah, start with China and all stuff will roll downhill. Exactly. Thank you, Sean Chapman. Yes, watching the channel for over a year and seeing your growth, brother. Thank you. That's all the Most High. I said, being willing to change, being willing to follow the Most High wherever he's going to lead us. Yeah, I think it's a bug, but I don't know if that's a UFO behind me or not. Oh no, I guess a light. That's a light next to me. Yeah. I saw a little bit before I came out, Bal Bailey being on, what did he say? Pastor Bailey's on live right now, and everybody in the chat is still screaming about blessing and praying for Ish. It's funny listening with his, yes. Yeah, I know, talking about Ish, and yeah, yep, it's crazy. It's crazy. I said, even still with all this stuff going on, they're still talking about the same stuff. But I'm going to jump off right now, family, so we can all definitely go pray here in the next minute. All right, it's great talking to you, and Most High willing, I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. All praise is to the Most High, Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother, who is wisdom, who is the Holy Spirit. Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.